Imagine this. You wake up one day and realize that despite all your hard work, your bank account is empty, your debts are growing, and time has slipped through your fingers. Most people live their entire lives trapped in this cycle, not because they are lazy, but because they never learned the hidden rules of wealth. Napoleon Hill once said, "Success comes to those who become success conscious." Today, we will uncover the 100 rules of wealth that can completely transform your life if you apply them before it's too late. Each rule is a key, and when you collect all 100 keys, you will unlock a future most people can only dream about. So, let's begin. The foundation of financial freedom. Rule 1, pay yourself first. The first and most critical rule of wealth is to always pay yourself first. Before you pay bills, before you buy luxuries, before you spend on entertainment, set aside a portion for yourself. This is not selfishness, it's discipline. Wealth begins with consistent saving. Even 10% of your income, protected like gold, will grow into freedom over years. Most people work for money, but the wealthy make money work for them. Paying yourself first is the seed of that transformation. Rule 2, live below your means. Wealth isn't about how much you earn, but how much you keep. Too many people earn a good salary but are broke because they chase luxuries to impress others. The rule is simple, live below your means. If you earn $2,000 a month, don't spend $2,100. Keep your lifestyle humble because freedom is more valuable than showing off. Rule 3, destroy bad debt. Debt is modern-day slavery. Interest compounds against you like a silent thief. Napoleon Hill warned against liabilities that drain your energy and finances. Cut up credit cards if you must, pay off debts systematically, and never borrow for unnecessary consumption. Only borrow if it creates an asset or multiplies your income. Rule 4, master the art of compound growth. Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Wealthy people understand that small, consistent investments grow into enormous results over time. Start investing early. Even small amounts in reliable assets can compound into fortunes. The earlier you start, the more powerful the snowball effect. Rule 5, create multiple streams of income. One job is dangerous. If you rely on a single paycheck, your entire livelihood depends on one decision made by someone else. Build multiple streams of income, investments, side businesses, intellectual property, or digital assets. True security comes from diversity. Rule 6, value time over money. Money can be lost and regained, but time never returns. Wealthy people treat time as their ultimate currency. If a task wastes your time, delegate it. If an opportunity consumes your time without reward, abandon it. Every hour you save today compounds into wealth tomorrow. Rule 7, develop sales skills. No matter your career, the ability to persuade and sell is vital. Sales is not manipulation, it's service. If you can sell your ideas, your skills, your vision, and your products, wealth will always find you. Those who avoid sales avoid success. Rule 8, invest in yourself. The best investment you will ever make is in yourself. Books, courses, mentors, seminars, every dollar spent on your growth multiplies tenfold. Napoleon Hill emphasized that your mind is your greatest asset. Sharpen it constantly, and it will print money for you. Rule 9, guard your health. Wealth without health is tragedy. Many sacrifice their body in pursuit of money, only to spend all their money trying to regain their health later. Exercise, eat wisely, rest properly. A strong body fuels a strong mind, and a strong mind creates strong wealth. Rule 10, build strong networks. Your network is your net worth. Opportunities, partnerships, investments, and knowledge flow through relationships. But don't just collect contacts, build genuine value-based connections. Help others succeed, and they will open doors you could never open alone. Rule 11, think long-term. Most people are broke because they think in days and weeks, while the wealthy think in decades. Long-term vision prevents impulsive decisions. Don't chase quick money. Plan for sustainable growth. Build wealth like a fortress, brick by brick. Rule 12. Master delayed gratification. The ability to wait is the foundation of wealth. If you can delay small pleasures today, you can unlock massive rewards tomorrow. The poor spend first and hope to save later. The wealthy save and invest first, then spend what remains. Rule 13. Build unshakable discipline. Without discipline, no rule can save you. Discipline means doing what must be done, even when you don't feel like it. Napoleon Hill's greatest teaching was that success begins with self-control. Wealth is not built on feelings, it is built on consistent, disciplined action. Rule 14. Keep emergency reserves. Life is unpredictable. Job loss, illness, recession, these storms destroy those who have no reserves. Save at least 3 to 6 months of expenses in cash reserves. It is not just financial security, it is peace of mind. Rule 15. Invest in assets, not liabilities. Liabilities take money out of your pocket. Assets put money in. A car is a liability unless it earns you money. A house is a liability unless it generates income. The wealthy focus on acquiring assets, real estate, businesses, investments that work for them day and night. Rule 16. Master taxes and laws. The wealthy don't evade laws. They master them. They understand tax codes, business structures, and legal strategies to protect wealth. If you ignore this, you will work harder while keeping less. Knowledge of financial law is a hidden weapon of wealth. Rule 17. Control your emotions in money. Greed and fear are the enemies of wealth. Markets rise and fall, but emotions destroy more fortunes than crashes. Train yourself to stay calm in uncertainty and disciplined in opportunity. Rule 18. Write down financial goals. What gets written gets done. Vague dreams create vague results. Wealthy people set clear financial targets, exact amounts, deadlines, and strategies. Writing transforms wishes into missions. Rule 19. Avoid lifestyle inflation. When income rises, expenses often rise faster. This is why people earning $10,000 a month are still broke. Instead of inflating lifestyle, inflate investments. Keep your standard of living stable while wealth grows silently in the background. Rule 20. Seek mentors. A mentor compresses years of mistakes into days of wisdom. Learn from those who have walked the path of wealth before you. The cost of guidance is nothing compared to the cost of ignorance. Rule 21. Diversify wisely. Never put all your eggs in one basket, but don't scatter them everywhere either. Balance is key. Diversification reduces risk while maintaining steady growth. Rule 22. Eliminate procrastination. Delays kill dreams. Every day you postpone investing, saving, or learning, you lose opportunities that compound over time. Wealth rewards the action takers, not the waiters. Rule 23. Avoid gambling. Gambling is not strategy, it is desperation. Casinos are built on the money of fools who chase luck instead of discipline. Wealth is never built on chance, it is built on control. Rule 24. Focus on creating value. Money is the shadow of value. If you want more money, give more value. Serve others, solve problems, fulfill needs. The marketplace always rewards the valuable. Rule 25. Choose friends wisely. Your environment shapes your destiny. If your circle spends recklessly, mocks discipline, or avoids growth, you will mirror them. Surround yourself with ambitious, wealth-minded individuals. Rule 26. Build systems. Goals motivate, but systems sustain. A system of saving, a system of investing, a system of growth. These are what create consistency. Wealth is not one-time effort, it is repeated patterns. Rule 27. Measure progress. What you don't measure, you can't improve. Track savings, investments, and expenses regularly. Numbers reveal truths that emotions hide. Rule 28. Avoid envy. Envy poisons success. Instead of hating those ahead of you, study them. Turn jealousy into curiosity. Every wealthy person has lessons to offer. Rule 29. Practice generosity. Giving is not loss, it's circulation. Wealth flows like blood. If it stops, it dies. Giving creates abundance, goodwill, and networks that multiply wealth. Rule 30. Stay a lifelong learner. The world changes fast. New markets, new technologies, new opportunities appear daily. Keep learning, or you will be left behind. Rule 31. Manage risks, don't avoid them. Wealth requires courage, but courage without calculation is recklessness. Assess risks, prepare, then act boldly. Rule 32. Protect your reputation. Trust is currency. One broken promise can cost more than $1 million. Protect your integrity as if it were gold. Rule 33. Think in decades, not days. The final rule of Chapter 1 is to think long-term. Wealth is not built overnight, but over years. Those who plant seeds today will harvest forests tomorrow. Stop chasing instant results. Think in decades, and wealth will become inevitable. Rule 34. Learn to negotiate. Negotiation is not about conflict. It's about clarity and confidence. Every wealthy person knows that your ability to negotiate directly impacts your net worth. Whether it's a salary, a business deal, or even a purchase, negotiation protects your wealth. If you accept everything at face value, you pay more and earn less. Learn to negotiate respectfully and firmly. It's a lifelong wealth multiplier. Rule 35. Avoid emotional spending. How many times have you bought something just because you were sad, bored, or excited? Emotional spending is one of the biggest enemies of wealth. Companies spend billions studying your emotions so they can manipulate your desires. Train yourself to pause before spending. Ask, do I need this? Or am I filling an emotional hole? The wealthy master their emotions. The poor are mastered by them. Rule 36. Build credit the smart way. Credit, if managed correctly, can be a tool, not a trap. Wealthy people use credit strategically to buy assets, invest, and leverage opportunities. But misuse it, and it becomes quicksand. Build good credit, but never let it build chains around your neck. Rule 37. Master cash flow. Cash flow is the bloodstream of wealth. It's not about how much money you have, it's about how much money keeps flowing in and out of your life. Businesses fail not because they don't make money, but because they mismanage cash flow. Wealthy people track cash flow daily like oxygen, because without it, everything suffocates. Rule 38. Protect against inflation. Inflation silently eats away at your savings. What you can buy today with $100 may take $120 next year. The wealthy protect themselves by investing in assets that rise with inflation: real estate, stocks, commodities. If your money sits idle, inflation is stealing it. Rule 39. Build assets that outlive you. The true test of wealth is legacy. Build assets that continue generating wealth long after you're gone. A business, real estate, intellectual property, these can feed generations. Poor people think of bills, wealthy people think of legacies. Rule 40. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes. Napoleon Hill exposed this long ago. Those who chase shortcuts end up wasting years. Scams, schemes, overnight riches. These are traps for the desperate. Wealth is slow, steady, and strategic. The longer the foundation takes to build, the taller the tower can rise. Rule 41. Learn the power of focus. Scattered efforts create scattered results. Wealthy people focus intensely on fewer things that matter. One stream of mastery is worth more than 10 streams of distraction. Focus is wealth's silent weapon. Rule 42. Protect against lifestyle peer pressure. Many people destroy their finances trying to keep up with friends, family, or neighbors. They buy cars they can't afford, throw parties to impress, or travel just for show. True wealth is quiet. Peer pressure is expensive. Resist it, and you will stay free. Rule 43. Think like an owner, not a consumer. The poor buy products. The wealthy buy the companies that sell those products. Instead of spending $1,000 on the newest phone, buy shares of the company that makes it. Ownership is where wealth lives. Rule 44. Automate your finances. Discipline is hard. That's why the wealthy use systems. Automate savings, automate investments, automate bill payments. When good habits run on autopilot, you remove human error and emotional interference. Rule 45. Guard against financial parasites. There are people who drain your wealth. Some knowingly, some unknowingly. Friends who constantly borrow but never repay. Relatives who guilt you into funding their bad decisions. Businesses that exploit your trust. learn to say no. Protect your wealth like a fortress. Rule 46, understand the seasons of money. Just as nature has seasons, so does wealth. There are seasons of planting, seasons of growth, and seasons of harvest. Don't demand harvest in planting season. Be patient with your investments. Time is the farmer's greatest ally. Rule 47, learn to say no. Every yes costs money, time, or energy. Wealthy people say no far more often than they say yes. Say no to bad deals, no to distractions, no to things that don't align with your vision. Every no protects your future. Rule 48. Build intellectual property ideas can be more valuable than gold. Books, courses, patents, digital assets. Once created, they can generate wealth endlessly without requiring your daily labor. Build something once and let it pay you forever. Rule 49. Study history of money. Those who do not study financial history repeat mistakes. Study market crashes, bubbles, currency shifts. Napoleon Hill himself studied hundreds of successful people before writing Think and Grow Rich. Knowledge of the past is protection for the future. Rule 50. Avoid financial ignorance. Ignorance is more expensive than education. Every dollar you don't understand, someone smarter will take from you. Study finance, not as a hobby, but as survival. Rule 51. Build a strong personal brand. Your name is a currency. When people trust your brand, opportunities flow naturally. Protect your brand like wealth, because it is wealth. Rule 52. Separate business and personal finances. Mixing the two creates chaos. Keep business money in business, personal money in personal. This protects you legally, financially, and psychologically. Rule 53. Anticipate economic cycles. Economies boom and crash. Most people are destroyed in downturns because they never prepared. Wealthy people know downturns are opportunities. When prices drop, fortunes are made. Be ready to buy when others panic. Rule 54. Use technology wisely. Technology can multiply wealth or destroy focus. Wealthy people use apps, automation, and tools to scale income, not waste time. Don't let technology own you. Make it work for you. Rule 55. Always ask better questions. Wealth grows from curiosity. Instead of asking, can I afford this? Ask, how can I afford this? Instead of asking, is this possible? Ask, what must I do to make this possible? Better questions lead to better results. Rule 56. Beware of silent expenses. Subscriptions, fees, taxes, penalties. These small leaks sink big ships. Wealthy people audit their expenses and close leaks quickly. Silence kills wealth more than big disasters. Rule 57. Embrace patience in deals. Never rush. Whether buying property, stocks, or businesses, patience pays. The wrong deal at the wrong time can cost decades. Wealth is patient. Rule 58. Protect against greed. Greed is disguised as ambition, but destroys faster than poverty. Greed blinds judgment, rushes decisions, and destroys balance. True wealth is built on wisdom, not excess desire. Rule 59. Learn the power of silence. In negotiations, in partnerships, in life, silence is wealth. You don't need to reveal everything. Listen more, speak less, and you will discover opportunities hidden between words. Rule 60. Choose long-term assets over short-term gains. Day trading mindsets ruin wealth. Chasing daily profit creates stress, addiction, and losses. Choose assets that grow steadily over years. Patience is the millionaire's weapon. Rule 61. Avoid overconfidence. Wealth can make people arrogant. Overconfidence blinds them to risks. Stay humble, stay cautious, stay alert. Confidence builds wealth. Arrogance destroys it. Rule 62. Seek financial advisors wisely. Not every advisor is wise. Some are salesmen disguised as experts. Choose mentors and advisors who have walked the path, not just studied it. Rule 63. Don't mix emotions with business. Business requires logic, not emotions. Deals made out of anger, fear, or attachment often collapse. Keep business professional, even with friends or family. Rule 64. Invest in what you understand. Never invest in something you don't fully understand. Complexity hides danger. The wealthy study deeply before putting money into anything. Rule 65. Create passive income. If your income stops when you stop working, you are not wealthy, you are employed. Passive income, rents, royalties, dividends, is the mark of true wealth. Rule 66. Build resilience against failure. Failure is part of the journey. The difference between the wealthy and the broke is simple. The wealthy rise one more time than they fall. Resilience is the invisible currency of success. Rule 67. Understand the value of time. Time is wealth's most valuable currency. Every minute wasted is a dollar lost or a fortune missed. Wealthy people don't spend time. They invest it. They know that time cannot be stored or regained, only used wisely. Guard your time fiercely, because how you use your hours determines how you live your years. Rule 68. Diversify but don't scatter. Diversification protects wealth, but over-diversification dilutes focus. Wealthy people balance their portfolios, spreading risk across assets while staying concentrated enough to grow. Don't put all eggs in one basket, but don't spread them so thin that none hatch. Rule 69. Learn the art of leverage. Leverage is using other people's money, time, or resources to multiply your own results. Wealthy people rarely rely only on their own efforts. They use leverage intelligently. But reckless leverage becomes debt slavery. Use leverage like a sword, precisely and carefully. Rule 70. Build relationships, not just transactions. Wealth is not built in isolation. Every dollar is connected to a relationship, customers, partners, mentors, teams. Wealthy people nurture trust and networks, knowing that relationships compound like interest. Transactions make money once, but relationships build fortunes for life. Rule 71. Avoid lifestyle creep. As income rises, so do temptations. A bigger paycheck often brings bigger expenses, new cars, bigger homes, luxury items. This trap keeps many middle-class families broke despite high salaries. Wealthy people resist lifestyle creep. They grow their assets first and their lifestyle second. Rule 72. Learn the psychology of money. Money is not just math. It's emotion, behavior, and psychology. Fear, greed, envy. These drive markets and personal decisions. Wealthy people master their psychology first, then master their finances. If you don't control your mind, money will control you. Rule 73. Build systems, not just goals. Goals are temporary. Systems are permanent. A goal may get you rich once, but a system keeps you rich forever. Wealthy people build systems of saving, investing, and multiplying money. Systems remove guesswork and make wealth automatic. Rule 74. Protect your reputation. Money can be lost and rebuilt, but reputation, once destroyed, is nearly impossible to recover. Your reputation opens or closes doors long before your money does. Wealthy people protect their name like treasure. Rule 75. Learn the language of money. Just like English or Spanish, money has a language. Terms, concepts, principles. If you don't speak it, you'll always be confused. Wealthy people speak the language of investments, taxes, credit, and assets fluently. Learn it, or be lost in translation. Rule 76. Avoid debt that buys liabilities. Not all debt is bad, but most people use it poorly. Debt for luxury cars, clothes, or vacations enslaves you. Debt for assets that produce income can set you free. The wealthy differentiate between bad debt and good debt with laser clarity. Rule 77. Keep a crisis fund. Emergencies are not if, but when. Medical bills, accidents, recessions, these come without warning. Wealthy people keep cash reserves, not because they expect disaster, but because they know resilience requires preparation. A crisis fund is a shield against chaos. Rule 78. Learn to spot trends early. The wealthy don't just react to the world, they anticipate it. They watch emerging industries, shifts in technology, changes in society. Those who spotted the internet early, or electric cars, or artificial intelligence built fortunes. Study the future. It always arrives richer than the past. Rule 79. Avoid financial envy. Jealousy destroys judgment. When you envy others' wealth, you make reckless moves to catch up. Wealthy people respect others' success without letting it distort their own path. Stay focused on your lane. Envy is a detour to poverty. Rule 80, build a wealth mindset. Daily wealth is not a one-time decision. It's a mindset reinforced daily. The wealthy feed their minds with books, mentors, and lessons about success. They know that thoughts create habits, and habits create wealth. Train your mind as carefully as your finances. Rule 81, learn the power of compounding. Compounding is the most powerful force in finance. Wealth grows slowly at first, then explosively over time. Wealthy people stay patient, letting compounding turn small investments into massive fortunes. Those who chase quick returns interrupt compounding and lose decades of growth. Rule 82, always keep learning. Wealthy people are students forever. They learn new industries, new skills, new technologies. The poor stop learning when school ends. The wealthy never stop. Knowledge compounds like money. Study is wealth's secret fuel. Rule 83, guard against overconsumption of information. Too much information can paralyze action. Wealthy people filter noise and focus only on relevant knowledge. Endless news cycles, opinions, and distractions drain energy. Learn enough to act, then act. Rule 84, value health as wealth. Without health, money is useless. The wealthy know that fitness, sleep, and nutrition are not luxuries. They are investments. Energy is the fuel of wealth creation. Poor health is expensive. Good health multiplies everything else. Rule 85, keep humility while growing rich. Arrogance repels opportunities. Humility attracts teachers, partners, and allies. The wealthiest people often live with quiet humility, while the insecure flaunt riches. Stay grounded. Humility protects what arrogance destroys. Rule 86, learn to walk away. Not every deal, opportunity, or partnership deserves your yes. The ability to walk away from bad deals is the mark of wisdom. Wealthy people don't chase, they choose. Sometimes the best wealth decision is leaving the table. Rule 87, avoid the lottery mentality. Dreaming of sudden riches blinds people to steady growth. Lotteries, gambling, risky bets, these are hopes of the desperate. The wealthy know that wealth is predictable, not magical. Dismiss fantasies, embrace discipline. Rule 88, teach wealth to your children. Wealth dies if it's not passed down. Many fortunes vanish in one generation because children were never taught. Wealthy people educate their children early about money, responsibility, and discipline. Generational wealth requires generational wisdom. Rule 89, know the difference between price and value. The poor focus on price, the wealthy focus on value. A $1,000 seminar that teaches a skill worth millions is cheap. A $100 gadget that adds nothing is expensive. Wealthy people see beyond numbers to true value. Rule 90, keep expanding your network. Your net worth truly is your network. Every person you meet is a potential bridge to opportunities. Wealthy people expand their circles intentionally, seeking those who uplift, inspire, and challenge them. Rule 91, track every dollar. If you don't track your money, it disappears. Wealthy people know exactly where their money goes. Budgets aren't restrictions, they're maps. Track your money and you control it. Ignore it and it controls you. Rule 92, always leave room for luck. Even with discipline and planning, luck plays a role. Wealthy people create conditions where luck finds them: preparation, timing, relationships. You cannot control luck, but you can attract it by being ready. Rule 93, avoid living for appearances. Wealth is quiet. Show-offs are often broke, expensive cars, designer clothes, flashy lifestyles. These often hide financial weakness. True wealth doesn't need validation. Build riches in silence. Let results speak. Rule 94, stay curious about money. Wealthy people ask, what don't I know yet? Curiosity keeps them sharp, adaptive, and ready for change. The moment you think you know it all, money starts slipping away. Stay curious. Curiosity compounds wealth. Rule 95, be ready to reinvent yourself. The world changes. Industries vanish, skills become outdated. Wealthy people reinvent themselves. They pivot, adapt, and evolve. Reinvention is survival in the wealth game. Rule 96, build wealth without guilt. Many people feel guilty about wanting money, as if wealth is greed. Wealthy people know money is neutral. It's a tool. With money, you can fund dreams, help others, and build legacies. Wealth without guilt creates freedom. Rule 97. Study taxes relentlessly. Taxes are your largest lifelong expense. Wealthy people don't just pay taxes. They study how to reduce them legally. They use laws, structures, and strategies the average person ignores. Knowledge of taxes is knowledge of freedom. Rule 98. Build wealth to create freedom, not just comfort. Comfort can trap you. Freedom liberates you. Wealthy people don't stop at comfort. They build to escape limitations. Comfort buys a car. Freedom buys time. Aim for freedom, not just ease. Rule 99. Never stop growing. Stagnation kills wealth. The wealthy know that once you stop growing, you start declining. Keep pushing. Keep expanding. Keep challenging yourself. Growth is life's greatest investment. Rule 100. Legacy over luxury. The final rule, the most important, is simple. True wealth is not measured by what you spend, but by what you leave behind. Luxury fades, but legacy endures. The wealthy aim not just to live rich, but to die remembered.